The EPP, we defend the fight against climate change, but the fight against climate change that doesn't damage our competitiveness.
Ahead of the COP28 UN climate talks, EPP Group MEPs call for a more proactive climate diplomacy to get non-EU countries to cut more of their emissions while the EU takes the lead in the fight against climate change.
For the EPP, climate diplomacy is very important. We think that Europe cannot fight climate change alone. Climate change is a global issue and we are only 9% of the emissions, so we need to make sure that other countries also do a similar effort.
If we're going to be successful in reaching our climate goals, we need all the countries around the world to step up.
Lídia Pereira heads the group's youth wing called YEP. She'll attend COP28 in Dubai as she did last year. She's also lead negotiator on Parliament's resolution on COP.
We had a good exchange with young diplomats and young delegates taking part in the COP. We could take home some important matters to fine-tune in our approach to climate change and to meet the targets and meet the goals for carbon neutrality in 2050.
To get there, the EU backs its climate diplomacy with development aid.
For example, in Kenya, we can work to get clean energy for them, which means that we can invest in hydrogen and then they can even export to the European Union with products. So it's trying to create, I would say, a win-win solution for all.
Climate diplomacy is part of Wopke Hoekstra's mission to COP28. The new Dutch European Commissioner for Climate Action is a member of the EPP family. If that doesn't work, Maria Carvalho says the EU has a stick, an import tax.
We have approved in European Parliament and in the Council a carbon border adjustment mechanism that will penalize the imports from the countries that are not doing enough.
Financing climate mitigation and adaptation will also be a key issue at COP28.
We have launched the Global Gateway, and that is to really give an offer to our partner countries that is an alternative to what Russia or China is offering. China is basically only offering them big debt. What we are offering them is a partnership where we can have sustainable growth, so we can have clean energy, but also jobs and opportunities also for our partner countries.
Adapting to the impact of climate change, including loss and damage from extreme weather, is another key issue.
In the previous conference, we had the privilege to exchange some ideas with some delegations, especially from the most affected countries by climate change, African countries, and this is something that they told us. Obviously, we need the money to fund the climate transition, but we also need the expertise.
And the know-how to make a green transition.
Skills, training. It's very important that the Global South develops using clean technology, and they can go faster.